Hello class, maayong adlaw ka natong tanan. Karon atong paghisgutan ang the language of sets. So before that, ato sang ilailahon ang usa ka tawo na naay dakong contribution sa sets. He is no other than George Ferdinand Ludwig Philipp Cantor, or also known as George Cantor. He was a German mathematician and he created set theory, which become a fundamental theory in mathematics. So what is a set? A set refers to a collection of objects sharing the same characteristic, or it is a collection of well-defined objects that contains no duplicate. So it is a collection of objects, elements, numbers, letters, or anything under the sun that has the same characteristics. For example, the books in the shelves. Next, the set of numbers from 1 to 10. So these are collections of your numbers 1 to 10. And the third one is a set of 1, 2, 3, and 4. So those are set. It's just a collection of objects. The objects inside the set are called your elements. I have here an example. A equals set 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So kaning 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, kaning tag sa number, these are called your elements. So elements make up the set. Set notation is the guide for us to know how to write a set. So we have here two braces and then the element. If we mean that the number goes on forever, we are going to use the three dots or the ellipses. These are the set symbols that we're going to use in order for us to understand the language of sets. First, we have braces. This means set, which is a collection of elements. Next is union. The symbol for this is U. Okay? Next is we have intersection, inverted U. And then we have the subset. It is like a C na naay dash sa ubos. Okay, next is the proper subset. So it's just like a C. And then next we have not a subset. It is a C with a slash. Superset is like the subset but bali siya. So inverted subset ang iyang symbol. Proper superset is not inverted but the flip of C. And not a superset is the proper superset but with a slash. To continue, we have here complement. So complement is A to the power of C. But sa akong gamiton ron class, kung magtaltag complement is A prime or na siya'y apostrophe sa babaw. So mo na itong gamiton sa symbol sa complement ron. So elements not in A minus B, it is the difference. For the element, it is like an E with a dash. Not an element. We have empty set or null set. We have U for the universal set, capital U. We have P of A for the power set. A equals B. This is equality. This shows equality. A crosses B. This means Cartesian product or AXB. And the absolute value of A, this means cardinality. For the symbol of such that, we're going to use here a bar or a colon. Next is for all, it is inverted A. For there exists, flip siya sa letter E. And then for therefore or conclusion, we use three dots that forms like a triangle. So the real number system. We also need to know the symbols used in the real number system. But before that, let me discuss to you what is a real number. A real number is the set of numbers containing all the rational numbers and all the irrational numbers. So there are 5 subsets of real numbers. The first one is the natural numbers. The set of natural numbers are also known as the counting numbers, containing the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, class, kung mag-ihap mo, diba, magsugod yun ta sa 1, 2, 3. Di man ta mag-ihap mo, sugod ta sa 0, 1, 2, 3. So, when we count, we start at 1. That's why it's called natural numbers or the counting numbers. Because naturally, we're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in counting. The next one is the set of whole numbers. So the set of whole numbers includes all the elements of the natural numbers plus the zero. So napuno ra sa whole numbers kay 0 gikan sa natural number. Next is the set of integers. The set of integers includes all the elements of the set of whole numbers and the opposite or the negative of all the elements of the set of the counting numbers. So, napuno na diri sa integers, gikan ni whole number, ang negative numbers. Okay? The fourth one is the set of rational numbers. The set of rational numbers includes all numbers that can be written as a fraction or as a ratio of integers. However, the denominator cannot be equal to 0. So, the set of irrational numbers can be described in many ways. So, these are the common ones. We have the irrational numbers are numbers that cannot be written as a ratio of two integers. So, this description is exactly the opposite that of the rational numbers. So, dili nato siya pwede suwaton as a ratio. So, dili siya rational, rather irrational numbers. Irrational numbers also are the leftover numbers after all rational numbers are removed from the set of the real numbers. So, these examples like the square root of 2, square root of 3, pi, and square root of 11, these are the numbers that cannot be written as an exact fraction. So that's why it's called irrational numbers. In real number system class, we also need to understand or know the different symbols that we're going to use. So that we will familiarize ourselves kung mo na siya ang letter isuat kasabot na taon sa gimin ana niya. First, real numbers, we're going to use capital R. This is the set of real numbers. For the set of rational numbers, that is Q. For the set of integers, that is Z. For the set of whole numbers, we're going to use W. And for the set of natural numbers, N. Kung mag-mean sa tag positive na mga numbers or negative na numbers, we can add a superscript above the letter. For example, for the set of positive, only positive numbers, so R to the power of plus, or okay, that is R positive or real number positive. Kung mag-denote sa tag negative na mga real numbers, so that is R to the power of negative. Okay? Likewise, with your rational numbers, we have Q positive when it is a set of positive rational numbers and Q negative when it is a set of negative numbers. Pariha ra gihapon si Z positive and Z negative. Okay, class, sa whole numbers wala na tay negative og sa natural numbers wala sa tay negative. So kutob ra sa R, Q, Z. In irrational numbers, there are many symbols that is suggested online and on the different authors from the different authors. But today we're going to use the symbol Q prime. So Q na siya'y kuwit sa babaw, apostrophe like that. It means that kung unsay wala sa rational numbers, mao ni ang irrational numbers. There are three ways in writing a set. The first one is the list or rooster method. So pagsuwat ani is ato rang isuwat ang mga numbers or objects or elements inside a brace. Next is set builder notation. Natay format ani na followhon. Nay braces and then X bar nya X na pod an element of N. So na din atong condition. So X nya na siya bar or we can use colon and then X is an element of atong condition. Okay? So next is a written description. So this one is ato ra siyang i-sentence form. Atong i-describe the set of natural numbers. So nakabantay mo class na ang 1, 2, 3 is a different ways in writing a set but we only mean or we only describe the same set which is the set of natural numbers. These are other examples. First, we have the least or rooster method. So, ato ra siyang isuwat sulod sa braces ng elements or object. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So, nagsuwat ra gisud lang nato siya sa braces. Red, yellow, blue. So, mga na siya mga primary colors. And then, if mag-mean tag so on and so forth, or to the infinity, ato siyang butangan og tulo ka dots. Okay? And then lastly, if nag-mean ta og mga numbers from 1 to 100 or 1 to 50, nya taas kay siya class kung atong tagsa-tagsaon og suwat. So, atong buhatan is magbutang na tag first 3 examples, and then comma, dot, 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 comma, and then the last dayon na term. For another example class, we're going to write the elements from 1 to 1,000. So, don't tell me ato pa ng tagsa-tagsaon tanan. So, atong buhaton na is mag-create rata og 3 elements, and then dot dayon, and then last term. So, the first term for that is 1. So, 1, 2, 3, comma, and then 3 dots, and then another comma, and then the last element is 1,000. So, that's how you write mga elements na dinagkuha using least or rooster method. We also have the set builder notation. This is by stating the property of elements. So, naatay farluhon ani na format. For example, here, this is read as the set of all x such that, the colon read as such that, x is a natural number and is less than 8. Okay? Another example is, a set of x is an element of real number such that x is greater than or equal to 10. So that is how we write set builder notation. We have also another way of writing a set builder notation. I have here 3 examples. So when you say a set of x such that x is greater than 0, so we use this one. So nagdenote na siya. Ang kani siyang colon, this means such that. And then ang x, gibutang nato din dapat dako siya ni 0. So unsa may mga values ana. So mag-start tag 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Mo na gimin ani niya na builder notation. Next is number 2, the set of all x such that x is any number except 11. So pwede ra ka musuwat any value ni x, wala lay labot si 11. Okay, and the last one is the set of all x such that x is any number less than 5. So, ang value ni x, kay pwede siya any number, basta gamay siya na 5. So, unsa may mga values less than 5? Apil ba si 5? No, way apil si 5. Mag-start ta ni 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, so on and so forth. In description, we are just going to describe what is the set all about using in a sentence form. So, for example, the set of negative integers, it means that ang giminan niya katong r to the power of negative. Kung ato rang gamiton ang katong symbols niya class. Next is 4 is an element of set E. So, 4 is an element of set E. This is the symbolic form. And then, nothing belongs to E. So, it's like the nothing belongs to E. So, E is a null set. So, E is a null set.